Close your eyes and imagine your awareness, not as a solid thing, but as a wave, rising, falling, widening, narrowing, forever moving. Instead of me thinking thoughts, feel the gentle swell of attention itself, the way a pond lifts under wind. In that shift, meditation stops being a battle with the mind and becomes a study of rhythm. You're not here to wrestle thoughts into silence. You're here to tune the instrument that is you until it hums in a key you actually want to live in. Start with breath, not as air, but as a signal. Inhale like the shoreline taking back the tide. Exhale like the tide returning everything it borrowed. Let each cycle be one clean sine wave. Gather, release. Gather, release. You don't need to count. You don't need to force. You're learning your own frequency, the tempo where your nervous system unclenches and your attention stops scattering like light through broken glass. As the breath steadies, notice how thoughts arise as little ripples riding atop the larger swell. They don't need to be blocked. Let them pass the way a ripple passes a wave, a surface event on something deeper. When a memory drifts in or a plan barks for your attention, don't argue. Feel the larger motion carry it forward. The point is not to become blank. The point is to become coherent. Many small signals falling into phase with a single steady pulse. Now bring awareness to your chest, as if you were listening from the heart outward. Not ideas about the heart, sensation, the subtle thump, the warmth, the vibration between breastbone and spine. Imagine that center as a quiet transmitter. It isn't pushing anything, it's broadcasting ease. Your job is to match it. Let the breath and the heart find each other. When they synchronize, even a little, your inner noise organizes. You'll know it's happening because effort goes down, clarity goes up, and the mind stops acting like a stray cat at 3 a.m. Feel into the room next. Awareness expands like a wavefront leaving its source, touching the wall, the ceiling, the floor, the space behind you that the eyes never see. Don't strain. Let the field widen naturally, as if your attention were the most polite thing in the world. When it meets a tight spot, anxious jaw, tight belly, restless leg, don't fix it. Surround it. Interference patterns resolve through compassion faster than force. The tension will either unwind or confess its real message. Either way, you stay in phase. This is where intention becomes physics. Whatever you repeatedly hold inside your wave becomes the tone that colors your day. If you saturate the field with hurry, you vibrate hurry into breakfast, into emails, into the car line, and the meeting. If you saturate it with steadiness, the same outer life rearranges around a different inner tempo. You're not manifesting a sports car out of thin air. You're editing the carrier wave that turns ordinary moments into either friction or flow. Let's say a heavy emotion shows up. Give it room to oscillate. Grief has its own tide. Anger has its own voltage. Shame collapses the waveform and tries to make you small. When it happens, widen again. Name what is present in a single sentence inside your chest. There's grief, there's heat, there is tightness, and let the breath carry it forward. The labeling isn't a trick, it's a stabilizer. It keeps you from confusing the wave you're experiencing with the ocean you are. When the mind insists on content, give it a simple image, a still lake under a night sky. Each inhale draws a ring of ripples outward. Each exhale lets the surface smooth. Stars reflect more cleanly as the surface calms, and with them, your own better ideas, solutions that don't feel like wrestling, words that don't need armor, timing that lands without forcing. Insight prefers calm water. It always has. As you sit, you may notice tiny pulses joining the breath, the micro sway of the spine, the heartbeat tapping its quiet metronome, the flicker of sensation at your palms. Let them entrain. When multiple rhythms align, your system spends less energy. That surplus returns as presence. Presence makes you useful. Not loud, not perfect, just quietly exact. You respond instead of react. You steer without white-knuckling the wheel. If you drift, good. Everyone drifts. Drifting is part of the tide. Practice is the return. Feel the wave, find the breath, let the body soften. You repeat this enough and your baseline changes. The old narrative that anxiety is your personality starts to sound like someone else's radio station, playing in another room. Take the practice into movement. Walk as if each step were a gentle crest, rising and resolving. Shower as if the water were tuning the air around you, washing static out of the field. Answer a message after 3 conscious breaths, so the reply comes not from a frenzy. Your day becomes a series of small corrections towards coherence. Pilot work more than pilgrimage. Reality won't stop throwing crosswinds, but you'll stop oversteering. When conflict hits, pause and feel. Hear the rhythm beneath the words. People who shout are often pleading for cadence. Match the breath without theatrics. Speak slower than the panic wants. Let simple sentences be your instruments. Coherence is contagious. So is chaos. So decide what you want to spread. And when it comes to your meditation, close the session by gathering all the scattered parts of attention back to the heart. Thank the body for carrying you. Thank the breath for never abandoning you, even on the days you abandon yourself. Offer one quiet sentence to the day ahead. Something plain and sturdy like, I will move as a steady wave, or I will bring calm where I arrive. And make it a promise. For here's the secret no one bothers to tell you. You don't need hours, you need rhythm. 2 minutes that you keep is stronger than 20 you resent. Train for repeatability. When you can find your wave in a hallway between tasks, you've shifted from I meditated to I'm meditating as I live. Hold that frequency until reality ripples differently around you. This is how a human being becomes a tuning fork for their own life. Humanfluence, out.